Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay, and I'm your lovely host of this lovely, extra lovely news and reviews series over here on YouTube. But you are here to come for the titty, stay for the personality. That's my tagline over on Twitch. Check me out there sometime, by the way. Anyway, on with the news and reviews. Let's do it. This seems to be the theme of 2024 already. More layoffs and another game cancelled. This time we have Eidos Montreal Studios laying off 97 people, resulting in the cancellation of yet unentitled Deus Ex game that was in pre-production for nearly 2 years. So why is this happening so often lately? Let's break it down this time, because we keep hearing about it. While this isn't a question with a single solid answer, there is a name that keeps appearing tied to lots of these layoffs, and that name is Embracer Group. Who are the Embracer Group? They are a Swedish-based investment conglomerate, and over the course of the past 4 years, they have been buying out and taking over gaming companies and studios, with 30 of these takeovers or buyouts happening in 2023 alone. Why are they buying out or taking over all these companies and studios, you might ask? Especially if they're just going to lay off people and cancel titles, right? Well, the short answer is it's late stage capitalism, according to many investment and marketing experts. The longer answer involves Embracer Group and the Saudis' public investment fund, specifically Embracer Group failing to secure a $2 billion partnership with the public investment fund, putting a huge dent in Embracer Group's plan moving forward after attempting to create a monopoly in the gaming industry, requiring a 5% overall layoff of employees working for various studios that in turn resulted in 17 game titles being put on hold or cancelled. Some of the more known studios Embracer Group has purchased recently include, but not limited to, Gearbox, Asper Media, Ghost Ship Games, Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix Montreal, now shut down, and of course the previously mentioned Eidos Montreal. And hear this, they also bought out the rights to the Lord of the Rings franchise while in the process. Oh dear God, guys. Now you might have thought it was Amazon, but Amazon just got a tiny little portion of the pie. It was actually Embracer Group. And while Embracer Group's mass buyout and takeovers is concerning, considering the amount of layoffs and cancellations they are responsible for since the end of 2023, the Embracer Group CEO Lars Wingfour has stated in a press release back in November, "For me personally, it is crucial that the restructuring program is carried out with compassion, respect and integrity." Yeah, say that to the thousands of people you're laying off. F you, Lars. Just F you, man. Seriously. Thank you for ruining many, many amazing game studios. You piece of... Hey guys, if I can ask for a favor, most of you who watch my YouTube channel are not yet subscribed or press the like button. Trust me, it will help me out more than you know, and I aim to earn it. So please hit the like button to help the YouTube algorithm to promote my videos into the future and to see more gaming content, and yours truly. Thank you for your time and your support. Now, on with the episode. Blizzard employees received an email on the morning of January 30th confirming the office rumours that Joanna Fares, manager from the Call of Duty team, would be taking over as Blizzard's newest president after the departure of Mike Ybarra earlier last week. In her email, she acknowledged that her appointment may bring about a range of reactions, questions, and concerns. She goes on to explain that after speaking with Blizzard team leaders, she understands her role as president of Blizzard will require far more diversity in management style between different teams, and she states she intends to approach her role with the sensitivity to those dynamics and a deep respect for Blizzard. News of the appointment to the role of president instantly sparked internet rumours, conspiracies, and of course, good old-fashioned trolling of all kinds, with many of these negative takes focusing on her gender and racial/ethnic background as the sole reason for her appointment, while conveniently glossing over her 18 years of previous high-profile job roles with both NFL esports and Call of Duty, and bolstering Ybarra's 19 years with Microsoft unironically at the same time. So no guys, let's put this "she's only a diverse hire" to rest. Could this be a diversity hire for public optics? Sure, but regardless of Microsoft or Matt Booty's main intentions for making Farah's president of Blizzard, it is clear she's got the credentials and years in management roles to sit in the big chair without it swallowing her alive on the first day. We look forward to presenting you with any future news regarding Blizzard, Microsoft and Farah's vision to make Blizzard thrive. We know she has one hell of a battle ahead of her, yet her email sparks enthusiasm. Good luck, Joanna.
Shall be king.
Less than 1 hour into the early access launch of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Rocksteady had to shut down all servers for several hours. Apparently, people were logging into the game to find there was an autocomplete bug in the coding that had new players having full access to the game as if they had already completed each level. While this wasn't a huge issue, it was promptly identified and only took a few hours to fix before all went well again and servers went back up. It was a hilarious surprise and glitch for players and content creators everywhere, showing us that even the most massive of studios can make stupid programming mistakes. How this was not captured by QA is beyond me. The game releases on Friday, February the 2nd, hopefully with no glitches, yet we all know there will be. It is unclear if players will receive some sort of compensation, as the early access was part of the more expensive Deluxe Edition. Yes, it cost an extra $30 to play it early. Money well spent, eh?
Time for us bad guys to save the world.
Now here's a title we kind of glossed over, but I want to bring it back to you, and I also need to apologise for what crap I'm about to show you on screen. Get it? Crap, zing! Released on December 22nd, 2023 for PC, with a very positive player review on Steam. This game is described as a first-person, PS1 style, story-driven, body horror game that puts you in the seat of a well-known gastroenterologist as they perform what should be routine colonoscopies on 5 very unique patients with very interesting issues. Your week starts out as it usually does, but quickly turns nightmarish as these patients arrive each day with stranger and stranger issues that require your attention. For example, an early chapter has you recovering the wedding ring of an elderly woman. She swallowed the ring after experiencing a major fright. Another patient is a person that likes to eat all kinds of things that aren't food, such as marbles, safety pins, nails and more. But don't think this game is all just blood and gross shite. Shite, get it? Each chapter focuses on a different and more strange aspect of body horror as the game progresses, leaving you encountering greater and greater horrors hiding deep within. Depending on how you dealt with each issue and horror awaiting you within the 5 patients, there are 5 different endings to the game. Either way, this was a week at work you weren't prepared for, resulting in this being your last week dealing with this crap. Oops, I did it again. Snowbreak Containment Zone was released on Christmas Day 2023, and this is a free-to-play mass cross-platform game, 3D anime RPG shooter. And yes, it's a gacha microtransaction game that requires you to spend real money for in-game currency and items. However, as a nice change of pace, many streamers and game reviewers have noted that this is a surprisingly free-to-win friendly game, at least at the moment. Odds on pulls and summons are low to average compared to other gacha systems, but that is one of the few common complaints about the game's systems. It would seem they are setting somewhat strict limits on how many of each character, weapon, etc. you can buy in pay-to-win leveling format, which seems to be working really well in the balance for the game for both free-to-win and pay-to-win players to make sure that the game doesn't get stale. Blizzard, Diablo Mortal. Oh, excuse me. The game takes place in the not too distant future in a post-apocalyptic city being destroyed by these massive and powerful beings known as Titans. They really look badass and give lots of the Hasbro-esque American mecha cartoon feel slapped with an anime art treatment. I just described Transformers Cybertron, didn't I? And you play as Adjunct, a squad leader in the Heimdall force fighting against these Titans. You launch combat missions against the Titans with these manifestations, those who carry the power of the gods and unique personality traits as a result of these wait a minute, isn't that Final Fantasy 16? Because I feel like I'm describing Final Fantasy 16. Ifrit, is that you? Clive? Are you sure you aren't in this game? Oh no, your tits aren't big enough. Sorry, Clive. So yeah, manifestations, power of the gods, unique personalities, fighting by your side, anything else? Oh yeah, guns, big guns for killing big bosses. All while having really big boobs. No, for real, a lot of the characters have some chests that would make the original size of Tifa's chest from Final Fantasy VII look modest by comparison. Now you know how I feel. Right now, the game has a pretty positive review from streamers, players, and parents of kids who stole their credit card number to buy currency, cause play to win is limited in this game. Get it? No? Okay, moving on then. If this popularity continues beyond the first months, once there is a larger mix of new and seasoned players, if play to win mechanics become more obvious and shameless, well, we'll just have to wait and see. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash is a fighting game developed by both Viking and Gemdrops. It is based on the anime series and is adapted from the events of the first season of the series. The game's single-player story mode follows the series protagonist of Yuji Itadori as he faces off against various monsters known as curses. In order to save mankind, there will be over 15 playable characters where players can also form teams of 2v2 fights. Juju or not Juju? That is the question. Coming to all consoles and PC, February 2nd.
Hold back a bit. This is my cursed energy. I'll end this thing with a bang.
Okay, it's a showtime!
Sony's take on Splatoon is finally ready to make a splash. Brought to us by Square Enix, Foam Stars is a 4v4 online party shooter making use of foam, yes, not paint guys like Splatoon, to build terrain, create slippery surfaces to surf around at high speed and help defend from attacks. This game launches with 8 playable foam stars with their own unique skill set and 3 distinct game modes. Are you ready to make a splash? Coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, February 6th.
Ready for the foam star party?
Although not a new title per se, Team Ninja's Wolong Fallen Dynasty is getting a complete edition almost a year after its original launch, where all of its 3 DLC are now included with the base game. There will also be a new endgame content introduced in the 1,000 Mile Journey. Collaboration content is added to the bundle too, with the likes of Neo 2 and Lies of P added to the mix. The game serves up a challenging yet surprisingly approachable combat focused in an action RPG which is more aggressive in style compared to previous Neo games by the same developer. Wolong or Wu Short, coming to PC and all consoles bar the Switch on February 7th. Helldivers 2 is a third-person shooter developed by Arrowhead Game Studios. It is the sequel to the previous Helldivers game, which is a top-down shooter. Similar to the first game, players select stratagems, which are airdrops players can call, which include cluster bombs, sentry guns, shield generators, or supply pods. Friendly fire is always on, so you can easily hurt or kill other players, in which the game features multiplayer with up to 4 players. Together you explore unique planets and complete objectives together and upgrade your gear through a deep progression system. Are you ready to dive into hell? Available on PlayStation 5 and PC, February 8th.
Now go out there and spread managed democracy.
Thank you for joining with me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this next episode. Episode 15. We are flying through it, and we are already now into the start of February as well. So let's hope an amazing year ahead. Once again, if you did like this episode, feel free to send it to your friends. Like, comment below. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. But I've already said my piece before earlier in the episode. Anyway, guys, until next time, thank you very much again for hanging out with me. I've been your friend Jay, and I will see you all very, very soon. Sláinte.